Hello and welcome to Chinny Vision 2, where I do more rough and ready videos. And this has just arrived. Actually, I've just picked it up from the Amazon locker. It's a Stream Deck, not a Steam Deck. That confuses people. That's the thing that plays games. It's a Stream Deck. And it is basically a little keyboard, for anyone who doesn't know what these are, that you plug into your computer, where you've got little displays on each key via LCD, and you can assign each of those keys to different things. Streamers use them for their streaming things. They can have camera 1, camera 2, turn your microphone on, play sound effect and so on. But that's I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the fact I can actually just assign keys to these things and use it for different things for work and other stuff and editing and things. So yeah, this is why they've become more affordable. I think this is about £120. This is the latest version. It's the version 2. You get apps there. It works on PC and Mac. You can see the back there. There you go, Mac logo there. And apparently the stand on this one's new. You've got to be careful when you're ordering these now because the version 1 is still hanging around. In fact, I accidentally ordered a version 1. And then, I need to open this up. And then I ended up having to cancel it because I wanted a version 2 for just, I think it's about £10, £15 more. Let's open up and see what's inside. So what do you get in the box? Right, that's the Stream Deck itself. Yep, the stand is built in and more substantial than the old one. I've got one of these for a client for their live streams, and that's a better stand on there. I can feel that already. Feels a bit like a till. That's definitely rubber membrane underneath there. You can feel the slightly spongy action. That's always a problem with Stream Decks. Press the button and tap it too hard, it will start to move. So you want to put, I guess that comes off the bottom there. It might be rubber. We'll try to see if that makes any difference. But on my experience is they do tend to move around a little bit. Oh, it's all falling out of the stand. So it's detachable then. That's a bit better actually than Mark 1. That's quite good. The client I've got, it's got the 6-key version, and it just does slide around on their desk. But on this table, actually, that's pretty good until I guess that thing on the bottom gets dirty and doesn't grip anymore. What we got on here, we got a... it's all powered from USB. Somewhere on here is a USB input. There it is. It is USB-C, thank goodness, if you can see in there. I assume the cable comes in the box here as well. Yeah, that's going to do the cables and stuff in there. Little manual. Oh, and that's interesting. That's going to be, although it's a standard USB-C, it's got an angled connector on there. So you need to keep that in mind. So it's probably just best to use this one with an extension unless you can find an angled connector, because that's going to go in the back there and then come out there. Right, let's plug it in and try it. Okay, you'll see my hand in shot there because I've just pressed the button on the Stream Deck to get it to start the recording, because I'm in OBS Studio. We'll bring it down to here. And we'll try and bring you down a little bit there so you can see the device itself. Sorry for the webcam. It is my rubbish Logitech camera that I bought during lockdown, and it was the only one available. I should update it really, but I don't do much stuff here. So this is the Stream Deck. The display is much more colourful than it looks here. I'll insert in a photograph of my camera to show you. But it plugs in via USB 3. It says don't connect it via a hub. I've got it connected via a hub, but this Mac Mini here has USB 3, so I imagine it's got enough power to power the LCD display inside here. Now you might think these are all individual buttons with little separate displays underneath. I don't think it is. I think it's one big display underneath, and then the buttons just go on top, and then the buttons make contact with whatever you need. Now, you see I've got a few things set up on there, and you'll see my auto exposure on this rubbish camera is going in and out. But I've set up a few basic things. If I can bring that up to you here, perhaps you can see there. I've got a clock, top right-hand corner, if that's going to focus. It's not going to. Audacity, my webcam software, OBS, Chrome, QuickTime, buttons to stop and start recording in OBS. And I've got a button here which will take you to the desktop. So you can have it swap between your cameras on OBS. You can define any of this. In fact, look, let me show you how you do this, because you can put any icon you like on any of these and define it how you want. I've even managed to set up an icon to put it to sleep if it's in my face and I don't want the display on the entire time. I've got a little clock up there, which is really cool. I wish it was like, but I'm looking at that clock there, it looks a bit like the old Channel 4 clock. I just wish it was actually stylized into the proper Channel 4 colours. There's owls outside, as you can probably hear. Look, I'm on my phone at the moment, but I'll get you in closer so you can see this thing. It is pretty good. That it's not a super kind of like phone quality display LCD in there, but it's good enough. It's good enough that it looks nice and clear. It's nice and bright. There's various brightness levels. And I say, I really love this idea that you can assign a clock, for example, to this button. It doesn't do anything. That just shrink down when you press it. But I think that's really, really cool. It looks great in the dark as well. And you can put your own icons on, which I think is rather cool. So you load in a bit of software. Let me go to desktop. You load in a bit of software where you can configure your Stream Deck. Let's make that a bit bigger. So that's showing me what is on the Stream Deck screen at the moment, other than the animation that's showing the recording there. You can see I've set up that to say desktop there. I could, with the keyboard, type in webcam there, so it displays that. And you basically drag and drop from the right-hand side whatever you want. So you can have a soundboard, for example, with audio there. You can have Stream Deck controls with the brightness and things. There's multi-action things that are like macros that you can set up. So you say you want your web browser to load up a certain website and kind of go into a certain page. You can do it all there. Streamlabs, whatever that is, I don't know what that is. You can, by the way, you can get plugins for this on the Elgato site, so you can add functionality. So I've added functionality down here for example, the clock and YouTube things, although it just seems to be chat messages and stuff. Twitch, if you do that. But I've got ones for OBS here, so you can, I could, for example, drag across here, record pause onto that button there, say. And now if I bring you back to webcam, I need to be in OBS. That's why. If I go back to OBS, then press webcam, you can see I've now got a button there that will pause the recording if I want it to, which I don't. Let's go back to desktop. It's very powerful. It really is all the stuff you can do, because I'm missing files. I'm missing a copy of Late at Night piano cover version. That's because I don't use OBS often. I think the last time I did this, I was doing a live stream. You can mute and unmute your audio. That's Twitch again. Let's say we want OBS here. Add filters. Anything you can do in OBS, you can basically set up on here. You can do things like, well, monitor your battery, adjust the light levels, and so on. And basically, all this stuff on here is you can just, it's like a keyboard. Basically, you can assign anything you want, put any image you want on any of these pictures, or on any of these keys. Let's see if I can get a. I want a system. Right, let's go. Open an application. So we drag that one into there. Let's go to. We could have. It doesn't matter, does it? But we can have it load up VLC or system preferences or anything you want. Safari. I can make it load up Safari. There you go. Let's make it load up Safari. So Safari is now on there. Just minimize that and go back to OSB. Back to there. You can now see Safari is on there. So I press the button on my Mac. If you can see that. Can you see that? I can't because I've changed my display, but I'll bring you back down again and go back to the desktop. where am I? Where am I? I want to go back to the webcam. That's it. Sorry. Yes, this is a well professional setup. I could stream on an evening from here and be very professional. But this isn't just a streaming tool. This could be used for anything you like. You could have it for your shortcuts in Photoshop, things in Premiere. I heard of accountants buying these to set up things that they do that are repetitive, so you can set it all up however you want. It's an extra keyboard that you can set up how you like and do whatever you like with. The functionality in the software is really very, very good, and it works on PC and Mac. And you can save different profiles, and as I say, you can go into the Stream Deck store, add plugins for anything they offer there. You can set up your own stuff as well. You've got icons that you can install. So you control your media and more with icons inspired by classic 80s neon. Let's install that one. Stream Deck FX Matrix. No idea how I get access to that. And you can save different profiles. So this is a default profile, but you can create any profiles you want and have it set up in different ways for different users. So I will have this set up, for example, for work here for when I'm doing podcasts and things. But I'll also have it set up for Chinny Vision. So if I do a live stream, I can just go into a different profile and go, here's the Chinny Vision live stream. I might take it out to stream live events for work as well, in which case I'll set up OBS in a completely different way for different cameras and so on there. So it's quite cool. It's like almost like a mini vision mixer. Think of it like that, except we don't have the bits. Sorry, I didn't show you that because you were on there. You don't have the bits. We push things, the bar thing. But yeah, it's really impressive, actually. I'm really pleased with it. It's £139 for the Mark II. Not cheap. There was a smaller 6-key version that you can get. The cover here apparently comes off, so you can replace the front. You can also remove it out of here, so you could stick it on something else if you want. The angled cable at the back is, as I said, a standard USB, but it is angled. So, yeah, I've not seen one of those before, so you need to make sure you're keeping it with your Stream Deck. Here. I say not a Steam Deck. Don't buy a Steam Deck. This is a Stream Deck. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. And be sure to get the Mark II version, not the Mark I. I believe the Mark I has a captive USB cable, for example, and there are improvements in here. But yeah, if you're looking for something like this, £139 for... It's not a toy. You think it's a toy, but it really isn't. It's actually very, very useful already in the few days I've had it to just flick between stuff. And I'm still working out the best things to do with it, but certainly even in OBS, it's a huge... Just being able to go bam, 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 is really useful in setting up all the functions in there. So yes, that's it. If you want one of these, get them. If you don't. I don't do affiliate links. So, this is what a Stream Deck is. And if you want one, go and get one. But I think it's pretty cool. Again, apologies for the picture quality on this bit because my webcam is rubbish and I'm going to have to re-encode this when I put it all in the phone footage. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers. Oh, I can press the button down there to finish, can't I? See, I went for the mouse, but I can press that.